What's up, you guys? So we're gonna knock some readings out tonight. I just signed into the wrong page. Here we go. So we're gonna knock some readings out tonight. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a few. I'm gonna let some of you guys, if you want, get on a list. But I'm gonna knock some of these out that we got and add more for tomorrow. Okay, so we have April the Taurus. April the Taurus. Yeah, let's go ahead and get things proper for her. Now, if you guys want to make it on the list, you guys need to hit the like, the follow, the share button. As you guys hit the like, follow, share, you guys go to get on the list as well. Let's see what we have for April. April the Taurus. April. What do we have for April? Let's look at your love, money, spirit. Okay. What's up? What's up, Lynn? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? We'll get to yes and no questions in a minute. So, what's up, Stacey? So, for April, what I got for you at this time is the Nine of Pentacles. So I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles energy popping up for you, things are going to be pretty stable for you in the realms of love. I feel like your love that you have, it's like you're able to do some things that not other people are able to do it. Maybe you're more patient and you put up with a lot, or maybe you and your partner just have some type of good energy. But I feel like that you and this person, like, you guys will be just fine. Your love life looks pretty good right here. I don't feel like love is a problem for you. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be one thing that you know about yourself. You are a Taurus, so I believe it. You know, like, love might not be a problem for you. That might be something that's very easy. When I look over to your realms of money, we do have the Seven of Cups. Now this one looks like it could be a problem for you. You know, this looks like a confusion. You know, it reminds me of like being an artist and being talented, playing different instruments and music, and so wanting to do too many genres. You know, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. But when you have too much talent and you don't have a solid direction, which makes it bad for business. You know, so this could be you as well, where you're dabbling in too many things, or you're too scatter-minded. You know, you're not picking one thing and becoming great at that. You know what I mean? You got to find one thing that you can really focus in on, and then put all your energy, all your attention, your everything into that one thing, and success will come in for you and money will follow. You know, so this needs to be something that you focus your energy towards at this time, April, and I feel like you will, because overall spirit message, you do have the Ten of Pentacles. So that Ten of Pentacles popping up for you at this time is basically just telling me that yeah, abundance is on the way. Okay, you're gonna see that a lot of abundance is gonna be able to come through for you. All right, that's what I'm getting for you today. And you're a 3-card pull. All right, I see somebody saying I need help. All right, well, you need to get on the list, baby. Drop your zodiac sign in the comments down below to get on the list. Well, Evans, something Scorpio. All right, I'm gonna put these people on the list real quick. You guys, we're doing a list right now, so you want to drop your zodiac sign in the comments down below. That's how you guys are going to make it on the list. After you drop your zodiac sign, you guys will be able to get on the list, like Stacy, who's a Leo, or like Evans, who is a Scorpio, or Don't Be Stalking, who is a Cancer, or Lynn, 1111, that's cool, who is a Scorpio. Okay, let's see now. We got anybody else who wants to get on the list? If you guys want to get on the list, drop your zodiac sign in the comments down below. After you guys drop your zodiac sign, you guys will be able to get on the list, get your reading or question or whatever you guys want, okay? So we have coming up next, Jason the Taurus. Jason the Taurus. Let's go ahead and get Jason the Taurus, his love, money, spirit message at this time. Now remember, if you guys have not, make sure you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button, repost the live. As you guys repost the live, you guys better get your readings done. You won't get skipped, okay? Remember, we do skip people who have not hit the like, follow, share button, repost the live. Okay, so now let's start over here for Jason. When we look into your realms of love, you do have the Magician popping up for you. So I do feel like that everything you need to kind of make love happen in your life, or love really flow for you, is available at this time. You know, the only issue is if you're not actually utilizing it for your advantage. You know, so you just need to be in the energies of utilizing all the things, all the talents, all the gifts that you got, and you can definitely have love or keep love in your life with the Magician popping up for you, okay? You know, in your realms of finance, you have the Knight of Wands popping up for you. So it's about following and pursuing your passions. What are you passionate about right now? What drives you? Is making money the force that drives you? Is climbing a ladder the force that drives you? Is buying things the force that drives you? Whatever the thing is that drives you in the realms of work and finance and career is what you need to focus your energy towards. You need to really go for it at this time. Really dive in, really lock in at this time and go for what you're wanting, because you can really have it right now. You know, with this Knight of Wands in your realms of career, it's saying that you're also guarded, so you're protected in your endeavors in the realms of finance. Now, in your realms of love, you do have, or in the overall spirit message, you do have the Three of Swords. So you definitely could be going through like maybe a heartbreaking situation or something that you don't like that's happened for you with that Three of Swords. You know, it could definitely be heartbreak. Somebody could have stabbed you in the back or did you wrong, you know, in the realms of love or business. This could have happened to you. But what they're saying is that you need to remove the swords from your heart. You know, you got to remove these negative thoughts from your mind, you know, and your emotions, so that way you can move on towards something better. I feel like that especially if this has to do with the realms of love at this time, then you need to more so focus in on work, okay? Let the pain that you feel drive you to work harder and really lock in at this time. You know, we have Saturn going into Aries, I believe in February. So coming up here in just a little bit, the energies are already here, but you know, he's going to officially be there in around February. And what that does is it, you know, it can cause these things to happen where Saturn is wanting us to work harder. Saturn is bringing old relationships, old things that maybe were very satisfying at one point, or maybe were very hidden and revealed at one point. Now it's being brought to the light, and now it's being severed off or brought to death. So that way something else can come to life. It's like sacrifice, right? Something has to die for something else to be able to come to life. That's what Saturn does. Saturn is time. You know, it makes the old things rot and go away and makes room for the new life to come in a new day, you know? So I feel like you need to release the old and allow the new to come for you. That's what I'm getting for you today in your message. I see Aaron, the Taurus, and I see Zen, the Aries. I'm gonna add you guys on my list. Make sure you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button if you guys have not. That's good. Aaron, Taurus, and Zen. What's up, Zen? It's a peaceful name. It's a peaceful name for an Aries. Let's see now. If anyone else wants to get on the list, make sure you guys drop your zodiac sign in the comments down below. Now, like I was saying though, so for those guys who have not, make sure you guys contact me at 682-446-0265. That's 682-446-0265. If you guys are near the world's best spell workings, we can have you love it back to you in 1 to 7 days. We can also fix things like legal issues. I just had a lady call me today. because some shit went down, you know. Her son ended up stabbing somebody, okay? And so she was like, I need your help now. You know what I mean? And, you know, she got one of my workings with Bell for protection and dealing with this legal situation, and a healing spell for the person who the situation went down on. So, you know, it's always good to have my number on standby, 682-446-0265, so I can do these workings for you, okay? We've been doing a lot of work. Let me see now. Jennifer, I got you on my list, Jennifer the Taurus. And Aries have a big heart. I'm an Aries Taurus, I know. I'm one of y'all, shit. Sorry, I had to grab this real quick. Look this out. See, like, this is some of the work we're doing. This is Bell. You know, this is Bell. This is who I've been working with and who I like to work with for clients who are dealing with like certain issues, whether it be legal issues, you know, whether it be financial issues, whether it be love issues. Bell's one of those deities that, like, you read about in ancient texts, that people will go and follow. Like when you read in something like, even like in the Bible, right? It's like in the Bible. Bell is in the Bible. You know, it was said that when the children of Israel were starving when they got to the promised land, because Yah was pissed at them, you know what I'm saying? It says that they turned to Baal and they would worship Baal, and Baal would give them things. Baal would give them food and harvest and make it rain and do all these things for the people or whatnot. Because Baal is one of those deities that you can actually run to and they always will help. You know, you don't have to be a follower. You don't have to do all this extra stuff towards him. If you do, then great, because he'll give you a lot. He'll really look out for you. But you don't have to, you know. All you have to do is just reach out. And sometimes Bell will just reach out to you. You know what I mean? Bell is one of the only deities that, like, you'll read about in grimoires, and it talks about how they called him Lord of the Flies, or King of the Flies or whatnot. Because, like, when you summon Bell's energy, you'll notice like a singular fly. Now, not like an annoying fly that's, you know, like on a barbecue or some shit. Not like something like that. Like, this one singular fly will appear. You know, it's like you're be in your house and you just notice this one singular fly. Then it'll land on a wall or something for you to be able to see it, but it won't move after that. It'll just stay there the whole time while you're doing a ritual or something like that. It'll just stay there, and let its presence be known, but not bother you, not move, not do anything. It's really some crazy shit. You know, you also might see like black cats come around. That's another way that Bell will be around, is through like cats, okay, or even toads. You know, you might start noticing toads. You know, these are different forms of Bell that when he comes around to help and guide. So it's like Bell is definitely a deity that I suggest working with in life. All right, now let's go ahead and move on down to, we have Lynn coming up now. What's up, Lynn? Let's get things popping up for Lynn real quick. Oh, and spiders. I forgot. Spiders as well. You know, you might see spiders around, webs around. You know, spiders are predators that are able to not be seen and camouflage, but yet still able to catch their prey. When you look at something like a Bell in the Goetia, and it talks about how he has the power to make one invisible, you know. So let's say that you're being attacked, you're being bullied, something's there's ICE, you know, you're an illegal in America, and there's something like ICE after you. Bel is a deity who can conceal you, you know, to where you're not being seen. You're not being, like, let's say like they have a list where they're going through and they're looking for people. Your name will be in the database, and the person will just skip right over you. It's like they don't even see your name, they'll just skip right over you. Let's say that you're being attacked and criticized a lot or whatnot. You know, all of a sudden, all the criticism and people that are against you will move on to somebody else. You're just become unseen, like to these people, to your enemies. Bel has that ability to kind of put you, cover you and protect you, while at the same exact time, you can still do the things that you need to do. You know, you don't have to run inside. You can still be outside. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it for Lynn. Now, Lynn, in your realms of love, you do have the Six of Swords popping up for you at this time. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords energy popping up for you, it's saying that you're moving on to way calmer shores in the realms of love. Things are about to get a lot better for you. Things are going to get way more smooth for you. It's almost like a shift, or going from night to day, you know. I feel like things are going to get a lot better for you in the realms of love ultimately. You know, if you're single right now, this could say that you could be going from a time of being single to a time of being in a relationship. If you're in a relationship that's been dealing with difficulties, it's saying that the arguing is about to finally stop, okay? The disagreements are finally about to stop and things will move on. In your realms of finance, you do have the Five of Pentacles. I definitely don't want to draw attention towards lack, or focus your energy on the lack that might be there, but instead you much more want to focus on the abundance that is available at this time. You know, I feel like you got to celebrate small wins, right? Okay, like for instance, I'll give you for instance. I'm doing some workings to manifest like 15K, and I want to manifest it like in a week. You know, so I'm doing these manifestations for it. Now, I did a spell for me to be able to receive 10K or 5K or more today. And I got a client today that contacted me and bought a $10,000 spell, you know, but they only put a $200 deposit down. Okay, so it's like it's a win. It's a $10,000 win because they're paying it, but you know the full amount isn't there right now. So it's like a small win, but you have to celebrate the small wins. Don't look at it in the sense of, oh man, well it came through, but it wasn't the large amount that I wanted to see right now. You know, no, you look at it in the sense of, oh, okay, it's my magic is working. Things are moving. Things are shifting. Let's go. I'm making these things manifest before me. You know, you want to look at it in a different lens, in a different light. You want to only see positive. The more you can focus on the positive, the more you're going to train your brain to see that, and it will take you out of this Five of Pentacles. You know what I mean? It'll really take you out of the situation to where poverty is the thing that just doesn't really come around. Okay, and your overall spirit message, you have the Death card popping up for you. So I do feel like that you are going through a season of new beginnings, okay, where things are changing up for you. Certain things have come to an end and a close, and other doors have opened up, you know. So the things that have come to a close at this time, allow it to be ended, allow it to be finished, allow it to be done, and start to move forward towards the new and the new beginnings that is for you at this time. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you today in your message video. Let me know the register in the comments down below. We got coming up next, Stacy the Leo. Let's go ahead and see what we got for Stacy the Leo. Now, if you guys want to get on my list, make sure you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button. After you guys hit the like, follow, share button, drop your zodiac sign, and I'll put you on my list. Okay? If you guys on TikTok, please repost the live. Please repost the live. What do we have for Stacy? Now, if you guys are in need of the world's most powerful spell workers, I can get you guys your level back in 1 to 7 days, okay? We do have my obsession spell, a very powerful working. This working will make your person automatically obsessed with you, okay? I mean, like, they're going to be blowing up your phone, if you haven't been talking to them or they've had you on block, they're going to first reach out to you. Then, you know, after you guys have this great conversation, you know, you're going to find that they just start, I need another conversation. I want to see you. I want to be around you. What's going on with you? How you been? Well, can we hang out? Can we do this? Can we do that? Let's stay together. Let's live together. They're going to be very obsessive, desiring, you know, of you and your time. You know, it's like day and night. A lot of my clients say that the person just completely just switched up, you know. So if you're in a place right now where you're wanting something like that, you need to contact me at 682-446-0265. We can get you a consultation in, because first we got to look into the cards. We got to see what the spirits say about your working, if it's something that can be done or if it's something that we should not do. Because sometimes we can desire a person and we can want a person in our life. We can want to keep that person in our life, but they're not really meant to be in our life any longer. And, you know, the universe is requiring us to let that person go, so that way something better can come in for us. So the cards reveal all that to us. So if the cards say, no, you need to let this person go, then we can't do your spell. Straight up, okay? You know what I mean? As much as I love you and whatnot, I can't do it for you, baby. I'm sorry. You know, but if the cards tell us that, yes, this is somebody that you can have in your life, then we will do a spell for you and we will lock that down for you, okay? So, you know, if that's something that you guys are interested in, hit me up at 682-446-0265. Consultations are only $100 this week. All right, normally they are $250. Right now, this week only, we have it for $100. So make sure you guys take advantage of that right there. 682-446-0265. Okay, we have Stacy popping up at this time. Before we go ahead and start with Stacy, I'm gonna add a couple people on the list, like Rachel. I see you over there, Rachel. Rachel is a Libra. I got you. Let's get Queen Serena. What's up, Serena? How you doing, baby? The Cancer. And are we adding anybody else on the list before we go ahead and begin? Anybody else going once? Are we adding anybody else going twice? What's up, Nita? I see you over there. Nita, you gotta put your zodiac sign down so we can put you on the list. Okay, well, let's go ahead and begin at this time then. So we got for Stacy, the Leo, you know, in your realms of love, you have the King of Pentacles popping up for you. So I feel like love is going to be pretty good for you. You know, I feel like that, like I've said before, the King of Pentacles is an energy that's like, the grapes on his cloak are a symbol of him being able to grow the things that are hard to grow. You know, for other people who couldn't really deal with a relationship or couldn't really push through, you have the strength to do it. So that's why you get the rewards, you know, that's why you get the abundance of love. You know, I feel like that the love that you have in your life is long lasting, and it's also family love as well. You know, so I feel like that there is a very big abundance of love that's flowing into your life at this time. If you are in a relationship with an individual, I feel like that things are going to be just really flowing, and just continue growing with your relationship. I feel like things are going to be fine. If you are single at this time, I feel like that there could be a Taurus coming in for you. If you're single and looking for love, there could definitely be a Taurus that will be coming in for you. You could have the most movement in your realms of love during the month of May this year or something like that, also coming up for you, like May 7th. Or yeah, like May 7th or something. Okay, and then let's look into your realms of finances. In your realms of finance, single, okay, well then yeah, your love looks like it could be definitely popping off this year during the realms of like May, late April, or early May. Okay, so in your realms of finance, you have the Seven of Cups popping up for you at this time. I do feel like with the Seven of Cups energy, it is saying that you need to make a choice. Okay, you need to pick something and you need to really stick to it. You know, there has to be the main course. You know, you might have options in the realms of finance where you can say, okay, I want to work on a book and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I want to, you know, but it's like if you have to have your main thing, the one thing that you focus on the most, that gets the most of your attention, that gets the most of your focus, that gets the most of your energy. You know, as you focus on one thing, I feel like that you'll be able to have more elevation coming in for you. But there needs to be a clear direction on what you're doing in your realms of finance. Clear direction at this time. Okay, this could also say that maybe there's something that you want to make happen, or maybe there's something that you're wanting to make come towards you or manifest. You know, like an item or an expensive item or property or anything like that. And it's saying that you need to make a plan. You got to figure out your plan on how you're going to make this manifest for you. Okay. Overall spirit message, you do have the Six of Wands. So, you know, you're elevating at this time. You're going to be moving forward in just straight elevation this year as well. I feel like that there are people who are looking up to you at this time as well. You might not even notice them. You might not even see them, but these people are looking up to you and because you inspire them. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing because you're inspiring more than just yourself. I feel like that you should hold yourself to a high degree as well because you've earned it. You know what I mean? Like, really, that's what it comes down to. You've earned it. You should definitely hold yourself to a higher degree because there are people who are looking up to you at this time. You know, you might find that you start having authority over people, like in your realms of work or other areas of life, that you have some type of authority as well over people. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for you at this time. All right, coming up next, we got Evans. The Scorpio. Let's see what we got for Evans the Scorpio. So then, you can ask a yes or no question. And we'll give you a yes or no answer. If you're wanting a reading, you can see down here going across the screen, you can purchase a reading. Okay. All the information's down here, and then we can go in depth on something that you're wanting to know. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, I really need to know about this, that's it. Is Billy Bob gonna blase this weekend at blase? Okay, all this going across the screen down here, just follow that information. Other than that, we're gonna look into love, money, spirit message. So we got for Evans at this time. Now you guys, make sure you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button. Thank everybody on TikTok who has sent in gifts today so far. I appreciate the love you guys do, man. That really does go a long way. This is a second TikTok page because TikTok put me in TikTok jail for no damn reason, y'all. I swear to God. So we're gonna be using this page till I think Sunday or something like that. So, you know, we that's where we have both pages. This also is the moderator page. So we're working both pages right now. So make sure you guys hit the like, follow, share, repost button, okay? Spam your comments down below. The spamming of the comments and the reposting, that right there drives the live. It pushes the live out more because it sees that there's constant movement coming to live. So make sure you guys do your part to support the page and help out us bring some life into this page right here as well, okay? And then Sunday or Sunday or Monday, whatever the fuck, we'll continue on our normal page with the normal stuff, right? Also, make sure you guys chime in every Monday through Fridays at 9 a.m. so you guys can get your live free readings in the mornings. So Evans, Scorpio, let's go ahead and talk to you at this time, Evans. In your realms of love, you have the Six of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. So I do feel like I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles problem for you, it's saying that maybe you're not getting as much attention as you would like. Maybe you can feel like a person is like breadcrumbing you at this time. They're not really giving you the as much attention as you're wanting. Or this could be the other way around. You're not giving a person the attention that they're wanting. You know, I feel like that this right here is because things are just balancing out. As things balance out, I feel like things will get better. But you have a lot of, scales. You have scales, okay? And then you have the King of Cups, balancing on the water. So a lot of this has to deal with balance at this time, I'm seeing for you. And I feel like that as you begin to get more balance in your realms of, it could even be like you're more focused towards work, or you're more focused towards something like that. As you find more balance in at this time, I feel like another person will find balance as well with you. And then things can really begin to move forward the way that you're wanting. But it just has to be like that alignment. It just has to be the right timing. You know what I mean? Like right now, I don't feel like it's the right timing. I feel like later on, you're going to find that it's the right timing, okay? And your love life will be great. When looking to your realms of finance, you do have the Justice card. So this could say good karmas coming in for you at this time. You need to make sure that you're cutting things out your life that aren't serving you, okay? Like let's say that you're doing something and someone's not really paying you, but you're doing it anyway, but that person is too demanding. They're wanting all your time. Let's say like a mod, right? Let's say just like for my mods or whatnot. I have different mods, multiple different mods, because I'm live at different hours. But let's say like for a mod or something, that's like me demanding of the mod, I need 9 hours of your day, okay? And you better be on here on time, and you better be perfect, and you better do everything right, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna try and really do it, but I'm not paying you anything, and you wanna go work a job, and then I'm mad at you for working a job because you're supposed to be moderating for me. Like, you know what I mean? That's not really balanced, because it's not giving you anything in your life. So you might have to cut that off, or only give so much of your time towards this, so that way you can really move in balance towards things that you desire in your life. You know what I mean? You got to cut the things out of your life that really aren't serving you, okay? So that way you can be in balance. I feel like that as you cut the things out of your life that really aren't serving you at this time, and you really start to focus yourself towards what you're manifesting, things are gonna really flow in for you. I also feel like something about night as well. Like you need to get your rest. Okay, you definitely need to get your rest at this time. You do a lot of work, so you need to also balance it out with letting your body rest. Okay, Evans, last but not least, you have the King of Cups in your realms of overall spirit message. I think you need to definitely work on your patience. Don't feel like you have to rush things. Don't feel like you have to make things happen too quickly, but instead, attract the things that you want. You need to utilize your subconscious mind to attract the things that you desire. As you use your subconscious mind to attract the things that you desire, you'll find that it just flows to you. It just comes to you. It just starts to flow within you, So utilize your subconscious mind at this time, whether it's listening to affirmations, listening to subconscious trainings, or coming to somebody like myself and getting hypnosis work done on you, so the deep mind is the key for you at this time though, okay? So your overall spirit message is that. That's what I'm getting for you at this time, Evans. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one, which is going to be Don't Be Stalking. What's up, Don't Be Stalking? Sheesh, what's going on in your realms of love? Okay. Yeah, so what's going on in your realms of love? Don't be stalking. You got the Tower that pops up for you first. So I do feel like, you could definitely be being brought down to reality. You could be definitely being brought down to happening to see some things maybe go a different way than you thought. Maybe things are happening that you feel like it's completely out of your control. But it could be a separation or something something like that happening at this time as well, with this Tower coming up for you. Or you could be dealing with extreme loneliness, you know, currently as well. So it's like, but this Tower moment is just to bring you back to a beginning, you know, bring you back to a start over afresh, so that way you can build from the rebels, the ashes. It reminds me of a spirit that I work with called Phoenix. Okay, you can find Phoenix in the Ars Goetia, and this spirit is to help to lift you back up, or to help to build you from the ashes, you know, and to raise you back up in strength, you know. And so that's what like the Tower is like, you know. The Tower has to come to be able to bring forth the ashes to build the new life that you're wanting. So I do feel like that you could be going through this moment at this time, but things are going to get better. Okay, things will get better, right? But as of right now, it's definitely looking like things are, life is lifing, okay? You know, I can't sugarcoat it. So when I look over into your realms of money, you do have the Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups is basically telling me that there's going to be some type of opportunity coming in for you at this time. You really love or have wanted to do, and it's going to work out for you. Check, check, check. Okay, we're good. And it's going to work out for you. You know what I mean? I feel like that as you just move forward, this opportunity is going to present itself to you. I don't feel like you have to really do anything for it at all. You just need to follow the new. It's almost like as things go down in the realms of love, you know, doors are going to open for you in the realms of career and finance. So you might want to switch your focus or your attention, so that way you can be able to see things actually flow for you at this time. Now, when I look over into your realms of overall spirit message, you do have the Two of Swords popping up at this time. So this Two of Swords is basically saying that you know this or that thinking. The fuck? Oh shit. This nigga got the house on fire? I don't know if this motherfucker on fire or some shit. What the fuck going on, bro? Shit, what the hell going on, man? Hold on real quick. I gotta hold on real fast. I'll be right back. Oh, as soon as I fucking you son of a bitch. As soon as I turn off my fucking phone, this motherfucker wanna cut off. That might have been the spirits trying to help me out though, okay? Maybe the spirits are like, yo, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reset your TikTok and give another boost through the system and whatnot. You know, spirits be clean like that. You know what I'm saying? Spirits they be knowing what to do. So that might be what that was. Cause I'm like, as soon as I turned it off, the thing said beep beep. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just stopped. Okay. Okay. Where was we at? We was talking to, who was it? It was it Evans? No, it was Don't Be Stalking. We're talking to Don't Be Stalking. So Don't Be Stalking. So where are we at with you, baby? We were talking about your overall spirit message. Yeah, you know, the fact that you need to be, there's the things that maybe might have worked at one point in time aren't going to work any longer. You know, the things that maybe were working out for you, or that you were very used to doing, it's not the same any longer. You know, you have this Two of Swords popping up for you right now. That Two of Swords is saying that no, it's time for you to find a new way of doing things. It's time for you to find a new way of movement at this time. As you do, everything's going to go through for you, but you got to switch up from the old way of doing things at this time. Okay, so I'm getting for you in your question, baby, or in your reading, baby. Okay, now we have coming up next, we have Aaron. Let's see what we got for Aaron, the Taurus. Now, for those of you guys that's not hopping into the live, make sure you guys hit that like, follow, share button, drop your zodiac sign to get in on the list today. Someone said equal, give and take. Yep, that balance. For those of you guys that's not also hopping over here on YouTube, make sure you guys hit the like, follow, share button, drop your zodiac sign to get on the list as well, okay? Now, we got Aaron. We're going to look into your love, money, spirit message. See what we got for love, money, spirit message at this time. What's up, Bella? How you doing? Put you on the list too. We got Bella. Ella, I got you on the list, baby. Who else we're gonna add on the list? Okay, let's go ahead and just get started. Ain't no worries, baby. Let's go ahead and just get started. So, now, remember, for those of you guys who have not, if you guys are in need of the world's best spell workings, okay, we're gonna have your lover back to you in 1 to 7 days, okay? In most cases, we've had that happen for people. In some cases, we've even had people reach out in 72 hours time. Okay, so if you guys are wanting to deal with the world's best, you want to contact 682-446-0265. Okay, that's 682-446-0265. All right. Now, in these workings, let me tell you something. We give a money back guarantee with our workings. I only want to give you the best of the best. When I'm doing my workings, it's not only me doing your working for you, but it's me and the team that's underneath me as well. So it's a group of us that's doing this working. Okay. Well, it's a few of us that's doing this working for you. You know, this is how we're able to get those fast results. 1 to 7 days. That's how we're able to make things move. You know, we want to give you guys only the best of the best workings for you. So if that's something that you guys are interested in or that you're looking for, I want you guys to contact me. You can do a consultation. We can, during your consultation, we'll do a reading. We can see if we can do your working. If the spirits agree with it during your reading and they say, yes, you know, this is something that can be done. This person can have this person, then yeah, we'll be happy to do the working for you. If you get a no, then we cannot do it, okay? Straight up. Like I said, I know there's people who want love workings done, but it's like this. The universe works like this. You know, either it might give to you and let you have this because you're meant to have it, you know, but if you're not meant to have it, it's because you're meant to have something else that's even better, okay? You're meant to have something else that's even better for you. And you can try and block your own self by trying to hold on to something that you're not supposed to have, right? So, you know, we have to do our consultation first. We have to do our consultation and see if you guys can be together, yes or no. If it's a yes, then I'm happy to do it for you. But if these cards tell me no, okay, it's just not happening, all right? So 682-446-0265. That's 682-446-0265. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it now for let's get into it for Aaron, the Taurus. See what we got for Aaron. How you doing, Aaron? Now, Aaron, when I look into your realms of love, a lot of movements coming in for you at this time. You know, I feel like that you're going to have either a lot of conversations, maybe going to be meeting with a lot of different people or something, but there's a lot of movement that's happening for you at this time in your realms of love. I do feel like with all this movement coming through for you right now, it is saying that, you know, you can definitely take advantage of the energy. So if you're looking for love right now, now's the time for you to go out. If you're looking for a connection right now, now's for you to, the time for you to make some type of moves, because the energy is available for you right now, you know. Now, if you just sit at home and don't reach out and nothing like that, ain't nothing gonna come in for you, okay? In your realms of money, you do have the Ace of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. So I do feel like with this Ace of Pentacles energy popping up for you, it's saying that there is either new work or new opportunities available for you right now. These new opportunities are going to be something that's very abundant coming in, okay? So this could also be you winning money, you know? So, you know, maybe you need to play the lottery. Maybe you need to, well, I want to play the lottery, okay? I feel like Saturn's pretty heavy right now. I feel like we're going to have some record-breaking lottery numbers, really. I feel like Saturn's pretty heavy right now. Saturn rewards hard work, not quick money, you know? So I want to play the lottery. But I would do something like see about maybe you're going to receive some gifts, or somebody gives you some type of financial opportunity where you can earn the money, okay? Because you have a lot of opportunity coming in here with this Ace of Pentacles energy popping up for you. Overall, spirit message, you have the 10 of Wands. So you're coming towards the end of a difficult situation, the end of a difficult time, the end of a difficult season, you know, and you're going to be able to reap the reward and the harvest, you know, of what you've sown. You're almost there, okay? So you just got to keep on pushing a little bit longer, all right? The race isn't given to the swift, but to the one who endures to the end. So you just got to endure a little bit longer, and you're going to be able to have the success that you're wanting in your life, okay? That's what I'm getting for you at this time. Okay, we have a few questions over here in the live, so we're going to do a few of these questions that we got. Will things work out with me and Joaquin? Let's find out for you. You guys can drop your yes or no questions as well. You guys can drop your yes or no questions as well. Okay, we got, I've got you a no popping up for you at this time. I feel like a no. I don't see things really working out. This person might be a bit sneaky, or deceptive or deceiving at this time. So you might really want to watch out for that individual. We got, wow. See that? We got Bella. She says, will Theo reach out to me today? I feel like a yes popping up for you with the 3 cards you just had drop out. I feel like a yes. You also have the 4 of Wands. So I'm going to give you a yeah. I feel like this person's going to end up reaching out to you. Have some victory coming through at this time. We got Aries going to have a good year. Let's find out. I feel like a yes, okay? I feel like a definite yes. I feel like things are going to start moving for Aries. I feel like things are going to start opening for them. Like maybe there was other people noticing, they were watching other people get noticed, other people get esteemed before, and now it's their turn, okay? I feel like now this year is really their turn to get to shine, okay? We got what's coming up for me in romance. Yes or no questions, family. Yes or no. You want a word or question like yes or no. Let's go ahead and go over to our next one that we got. You can drop as many yes or no questions as you like in the comments down below as well, okay? It's not only one question. You guys can drop as many yes or no questions as you want to know. Okay, let's see the next one that we got at this time. We have, we have, did me and Neek have, did N like the session we had today? Let's find out for you. I feel like a yes. I feel like a yes, they did. Okay, I feel this they want another one again. So they want to gonna spin the block. You know what I mean? They're gonna spin the block on that one. So I'm getting a yes popping up for you at this time. Okay, let's see now. We have, will things work out with me and Spacif? Let's see now. Things gonna work for this person in Spacif. I feel like a yes popping up for you. You do have the 4 of Wands, also the King of Wands popping up for you at this time. So I'm gonna give you a yes. I feel like you will have the movement you're wanting flow for you at this time. So the next question that we have today. Is there anything specific I need to know? I feel like a yes. And it has to do with finance or has to do with money, okay? So you need to make sure you ask your yes or no questions about finance or about money, okay? Let's see what else we got popping up over here today. Okay. Is Destiny cheating? Let's find out. Now, you know what's happening if she's not cheating, okay? We got the Judgment card popping up for you at this time. So I feel like, no, I don't see this person is cheating. We got Bria sent $25 in. Where's Bria at? Bria sent a $25 in, so we gonna put her on the paid list. Where you at, Bria? Okay, Bria, what would you like a reading on today? Will I get closure in 2026? Let's find out for you. Will you get closure in 2026? Yeah, I feel like a yes. I feel like you've gone through this place of heartbreak that has really upset you or whatnot. But this, even though this might have really hurt or been a heartbreaking situation, you know, it's time for you to move in strength. It made you stronger. You know what I mean? It made you stronger, and it's time for you to get back in there. Okay, bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. You know, if at first you don't succeed, blame it on your parent. No, okay, don't blame your parents. But you know, try again. Okay, you got to keep trying at this time. I feel like things will work out for you as you do. Now, Bree says, I would like a general reading on finance. Let's find out for her. Tell us about finance for Bree at this time. Tell us about finance for Bree. Tell us about finance for Bree. So off top, you know, I do feel like first that when it comes towards your realms of finance, you could definitely be moving in a place of logic. You know, if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. You know, I'm doing what I know works, and I'm going to keep doing what I know works. You know, just very logical at this time. You know, I do feel like that there's a need for you to kind of implement some creativity at this time, some more feminine energy at this time, with the Star card popping up for you as well. You know, and here's what I mean by that. You know, when we look at something like the male and the feminine energy, the male energy is the straight line, and the feminine energy is the spiral, the creative energy, right? That's why in all of creation you see spirals and every single form of creation on this world. That's why we call it Mother Earth, you know, because it's that divine feminine energy, you know. So I feel like that at this time you need to definitely be more so in this energy of feminine, you know, a belief. How can I manifest $1 million in half a year? You know, this sense of childlike belief, I feel like is really going to actually pay off for you and really gonna pull it in for you, because you already have this sense of logic that says if I do this, I get that, you know, which is what you need. You need that work ethic as well, but you also have to train this mind. You have to have this belief part, which is going to take you even further, because, you know, ultimately the spirits are saying that what worked in the past isn't going to work any longer. Okay, things that maybe were doorways for you that worked before isn't the same like it used to be anymore. You know what I mean? Which is with this Two of Swords energy. It's about you happening to go towards the new island. You know, and this can maybe cause a bit of fear, because you might even be feeling that. You know, where it's like you can tell that there's something new that's coming up for you. Let's go ahead and pull some clarification in this reading. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, your logic will keep you guarded, you know, where it's like, okay, well, maybe I tried to do investing before and it didn't work out for me, or I paid to get some spiritual workings done to help my finances out and it didn't work out for me, or, you know, some type of scenario of, something not working out for you financially, and it's putting you in the sense of being guarded, you know. And it's like, for you to really be able to expand or whatnot, you can't be so guarded with your finances, or so guarded in the realms of finance. You got to be a bit more open at this time for you to be able to really see some things move for you. Okay, so you know, that's first and foremost. You got to definitely be more open at this time, which I feel like will happen as you get more creative and start working on your mind. Over the star card, we do have the Knight of Pentacles popping up for you. So, you know, I do feel like that this right here is saying for us that there needs to be movement. There has to be action. Okay, I feel like that as you're watering your spirit, as you're watering your the physical needs and the spiritual needs, you know, you're actually doing this. That's what's going to bring forth the change. That's what's going to bring forth things happening for you. There has to be movement, action, flow, currency, you know, flowing at this time. You know, I even feel that way when it comes towards manifesting money. You know, money is a currency. Money is meant to be in flow. When you get money and all you do is hold on to it, and you're very scared about spending or scared about letting it go, money will be tight. Money will be very tight for you, because that's how you're treating it. But when you treat money well, and you let money be as a currency, and you let it flow, and so, like, for instance, you use money as a tool. You know, you hire yourself a financial coach. You know, you use it for your health, you use it for this, you use it for that. As you're spending and you're using this to better yourself so you can make more money, money will be flowing for you very well. But there has to be some action behind this. It says that you have opportunities of money, but you're just not taking it at this time because you're being overly guarded towards something. You know, something has happened, something went down. You know, this could even be like health, or you went through something in your health that made you take a break or something like that. But now you got to get back to it. You got to really get back to work. You got to really start making things happen. I feel like that you have this Queen of Cups coming over the Two of Swords. So I do feel like that your answer for this right here would be that you need to find the thing that you can really put your focus towards. Okay, here's what I mean by that. Like, let's say like a ship that's out at sea, it will see the lighthouse, you know, and that's their turning point. I know where to go now because I see a lighthouse. I see this light shining that's giving me the direction of where I need to go. You need a lighthouse, an anchoring point, something that you can say, this is what I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to make happen. This is what I need at this time. You know, this is what you want to have for yourself. As you have that anchor or that goal or that image, like it reminds me of like having a vision board, right? You know, if you put up the pictures, do you have a vision board? Because if you don't have a vision board, I want you to make a vision board. That needs to be something that's a must, okay, that can really answer this right here for you. But putting up a vision board, seeing this is my goal, this is where I'm going, you know, so while I'm doing what I'm doing is to get me here. You know, I feel like that as you put this up for yourself and you start doing these things, you're going to come up with the ideas to get you out of being in a this or that way of thinking. You know, you're going to come up with what needs to be done, and things will definitely open up for you. Okay, now I'm gonna pull one more card for you real quick. I'm gonna close out. All right, now spirits, go ahead and let me know how are her finances going to be moving forward. Okay, it's all about work for you ultimately, okay? So all about work. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Right now it's about you putting in work and putting in hours and just really putting your head down and working at this time, okay? Don't look at what others have. Don't look at the grass greener on the other side of what other people are doing. You know, other people are going on vacation. Other people are doing this or that for spring break. Don't look at other people, but celebrate your small wins, and your finances will grow. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you today in your reading, baby. Let me know how to register for your comments down below. Thank you for purchasing today. All right, let's go ahead and go over to our next one, which is going to be, still doing yes or no questions? You guys want to keep doing yes or no's? I'm gonna put Davina on the list. Yeah, shout out to Bree. Now remember, Bree sent in $25. If you guys want a reading like that, you guys can definitely purchase your reading by sending in $25 to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Let's go ahead and get back to our yes or no questions, okay? Let's get back to our yes or no questions. You remember that old video? That drink some Mountain Dew. That's what I was like, how is that not on a commercial by now? I need that shit on a commercial. That's crazy work. How is that not on a commercial by now, man? Let's see what we got. Let's get to the yes or no questions. You guys can drop your yes or no questions in the comments down below. As you drop your yes or no questions, you guys will get answers. We got Chris. Pisces, I am meant to be with partner this lifetime. Okay? I'm meant to be with the partner this lifetime. Yes, no, maybe. Tell me what's going on. Okay, so you do have the Nine of Swords popping up, bringing a lot of regret, maybe a lot of mental turmoil at this time in the situation. So I feel like this is a no card popping up for you at this time. We have, hello, can I get a few cards on my current situation regarding my relationship? If you purchase a reading down below, you definitely can. We just did a reading like that for people who purchase. You guys can send $25 into the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. You can also drop a free yes or no question in the comments down below. You can also get free yes or no questions by dropping your yes or no question in the comments down below. We got, will Jay spend his day with me this whole month of February? Let's find out. Will Jay spend his day with this person? Okay, I feel like a yes popping up for you. You have the Magician, so you just have to work your magic, okay? You just have to work your magic with this person, be around. I feel like that this will come through for you, especially with the Page of Pentacles also happen up here. We also have the Three of Pentacles, a lot of great cards for this happening for you, okay? We got Minerva. Will Mitchells and I see each other this weekend? Let's find out for you. Okay, I feel like a yes. You do have the Six of Swords popping up at this time. I feel like you got forward movement coming in for you. So I'm going to give you a yes on that one right there for you, baby. We got, will my numbers win the loot this week? Let's find out for you. Are the numbers going to end up hitting this week? You have the Judgment card popping up for you at this time. Or the Justice card popping up for you at this time. So, I feel like a yes. I feel like you're gonna have something come through for you. It is Major Arcana. You do have the Three of Cups, some type of celebration. So this might not be like a large amount or something like that, but listen, you will be able to win something with that Three of Cups right there. Celebrate. Some celebrations coming up. Okay. We got I'll be sure to like, comment, and on your past videos. Excited to purchase readings from you in the future. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's love. I appreciate you commenting and checking out the past videos. We got, it might not be the right number. Let's see, we got, am I on a twin flame journey? Let's find out for you. Are they on a twin flame journey? Oof. I feel like a no actually popping up for you at this time. I feel like a no popping up for you. I feel like that whatever you want, you can have, but you're gonna have to do it. You know what this reminds me of? So check this out. I had a client that before they were a client, they would just get readings. And I would talk to them all the time about my obsession spell. I was like, okay, we have this $5,000 obsession spell. This is going to solve your problems that you're dealing with in your realms of love. You can attract the love that you're wanting. And the client was like, oh, okay, well, thank you, but no thank you. So they would get these readings done all the time. And I was like, is it like the price? Because we have payment plans that can help you out, but this would really help you out. And the client was just like, well, no, it's not that it's a price or anything. I can pay the whole thing right now. She was like, but I don't feel like that doing magic and forcing a person to be with me would be anything. And, so I had to tell the lady, I'm like, in life, you have to take control control of what you want, okay? In life, you have to be the one to say, all right, you know, I'm gonna be strategic so that way I can get what I want. I'm gonna be strategic so I can get the things that I desire, you know, but I'm not gonna sit here and just say, oh, whatever the universe just throws my way, that's what I'll accept. I'll just do, you know, you have to go for what you're wanting, you know? And so I remember as soon as she finally said, okay, because one day, you know, after I brought it up again, she was like, you know, look, about that obsession spell. She said, can I do a deposit today? And I said, yeah, we can go ahead and do it. We did an obsession spell and she got immediate results. As soon as we started, she got immediate results, you know? And it's because she decided to be strategic. That's what I feel with you right now. I feel like that you have to find strategy, you know, and say, how can I get what I want at this time? You know, I want this relationship. I want this, this individual. I want this, career. You know, you have to be in this energy of how can I grab it and then figuring that out and then doing it to achieve it, you know? Not just letting things just go through. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you at this time. We got, do you see Z secretly admiring me? Let's find out for you. I feel like a yes. Most definitely is. You have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck too. So I feel like a definite yes. This person definitely is admiring you as well. All right, let's see the next one that we have popping up today. We have, will things work out with Jenny? She's been blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go ahead and see for you. Okay, so I feel like yes. I feel like especially you willing to put in the work towards the situation with the 8 of Pentacles. But you know, I feel like you really need to question this right here, because you do a lot of chasing when it comes towards this person. Okay, I know that's right. I know you do. You do a lot of chasing when it comes to this person with that Fool card popping up for you at this time. You know, so I feel like you need to really make sure that this is what you're wanting with the 4 of Swords popping up for you, like making sure that this person cherishes you the same way that you actually cherish them. You know, it needs to be a balance coming up for you, okay? All right, we got Nita over on Instagram says, should I let my guard down with Benjamin? Let's find out for you. I feel like a yes. I feel like that's what's going to make a lot more smoother energy come up for you at this time. You do have the Chariot saying that there's forward movement coming in at this time and a love offer coming in for you as well with that a Knight of Cups. So I'm gonna give you a yes. I feel like you definitely should, baby. You definitely should. Now you guys make sure you guys hit that like, follow, share button. That way you guys can get your questions answered at this time. After you guys hit that like, the follow, the share button, drop your question in the comments down below to get an answer. Okay, now remember, like I told you guys, y'all can always hit me up at 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. All right, we got Zen. What's up, Zen? So Zen, we're gonna go ahead and dive into it for you at this time. "15 years ago, I ignorantly practiced magic. I get my way. The lady is still in a coma today. Karma has been a bitch." I don't know what you mean. Do you feel like you're getting karma for something you did to somebody else? Or are you saying that somebody was doing something to you and now they're getting their karma? I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. But, you know, when it comes towards magic and things like that, we're really divinely guided, okay? If even the Bible, a lot of people don't know it, but the Bible even says in the book of Proverbs, it says, an unjust curse won't land, okay? An unjust curse won't land, all right? So that means that if a curse is justified and is meant to land, it's going to land on that person. You know, this is, like I said, this isn't the holy scriptures, okay? You know, the ancient text, right? You know, so when it comes towards doing magic, I'm a firm believer that our spirits, our ancestors, our guardians, they use us for these things. There might be a person who needs to get their karma, and you're going to be the vessel that they're going to use to do it. You know what I mean? You're going to be the instrument for this to happen at the time. You know, so I'm a firm believer that if you're meant to do something, then it will be done. You know what I mean? Straight up. Okay. Let's see now. We got, will I run into David in the next 48 hours? Let's find out for you. Let's find out for you. Okay, we got, I feel like a yes popping up for you at this time. I feel like a yes, you will. You do have the star card. You do also have the chariot forward movement coming at this time for you. So I'm going to give you a yes definitely on that right there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get back to our readings. We got Zen coming up next, who's Zen the Aries. So let's go ahead and look into the reading for Zen. We're going to look into love, money, spirit message at this time. So get to love, money, spirit message at this time for Zen. Okay. Now, Zen, in your realms of love, you do have the Eight of Swords popping up at this time. I do feel like that with this energy right here, it's more so saying to you that you got to kind of get out of fear. If you're trying to manifest love, or you want somebody in your life that you're desiring or something like that, you got to get out of fear. You know what I mean? Like you could let your thoughts rule you, and that's not the thing that's going to help you. You got to have that confidence and that courage, because a lot of what you have fear of isn't really even a threat. You know what I mean? If you notice this lady, she's standing on this tide. So she's like scared that the tide's going to come in and wash her away or drown her or something like that. But if she were to just lean back, and she could cut herself and get free, you know. So it's a lot of it's just in her mind of what she's thinking, when really she could get herself free at any time. So it's the same way with you. You know, you got to get out of this place of fear when it comes to your realms of love. Then you can have love at any time. You know, when it comes to your realms of finance, you do have the Ten of Cups. So wish is coming in for you right now. There could definitely be something that you're hoping happens, or something that you're hoping will go through for you, and you're going to be able to definitely get it. Okay, it's definitely going to happen at this time for you with that Ten of Cups. You know, so I'll be on the lookout for that right there with that hope coming in. Overall message, you have the Nine of Swords. So you need to get out your head. Okay, definitely could be in a reoccurring thought process, overly thinking something reoccurring over and over and over again of a negative situation that's happened. Like this reminds me of somebody who gets cheated on, and then now you think that everyone is going to stab you in the back. You know what I mean? You had some fake friends, and now you think that everyone is going to be fake or whatnot, you know, because you keep reliving that moment in your head over and over and over again. You got to release these things. You know what I mean? Release these things. Don't stay in this place of chaos, but release these thoughts, release this energy or whatnot, so that way you can move forward at this time. Okay, so I'm getting for you today in your message for Zen. Now we got coming up next, Jennifer. Let's see what we got for Jennifer. What do we have for Jennifer? Jennifer, spirits. Okay, so Jennifer, let's go ahead and talk about it. In your realms of love, you do have the Seven of Pentacles popping up for at the time. I feel like that, you know, it's almost like you don't need to look at the grass green on the other side. You know, don't look at like other people and say, oh, well, their relationship must be so much better than mine, or oh, well, you know, my partner used to be like this, and now they're not like this. I wish I could have a partner who was doing this. I wish I could have a this or that or whatnot. Or let's say you're single. You know, it must be so great to have a relationship. I'm just out here lonely by myself, single. Woe is me. I feel like you shouldn't be in this energy. You know, you need to more so look at whatever it is that you have at this time in your life, and you need to find out, how can I really be thankful for what I have and really be grateful for the things that I have at this time, because you being in that energy is going to bring more abundance of that towards you. So, you know, if you're being grateful and thankful for love in your life, you know, then you're going to be able to have more love come into your life. When I look into your realms of finance, you got to be strategic at this time to be able to make something happen for yourself. You have the 7 of Swords, okay? So coming up with clever ways to win the battle, okay? You might be in a battle right now when it comes to your finances. You know, you got to come up with clever ways for you to win that battle, for you to actually be successful at this time. I feel like that you using your thoughts and using your mind, working smart, not hard, is going to be best for you at this time, okay? When I look over into your overall spirit message, you got victories coming in for you, baby. So I won't even be in a place of worry at all. You know, you have the 4 of Wands popping up at this time. Straight up victories is coming in for you. I feel like you're going to be able to have a real good month this April, okay? This April is going to be a very good month for you. Okay, that's what I'm going to for you at this time. We got Jennifer. No, we got Rachel, the Libra, coming up next. Rachel, the Libra. Okay, let's see what we got for Rachel. Rachel. Now, if you guys have not, make sure you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button. Make sure you guys follow the live as well, okay? As you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button, you guys will get your as you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button, you guys will be able to get your questions answered at this time as well. Let's see what this is. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me just switch this over. Now, I was actually thinking about doing something a little bit different tonight. I'm thinking about doing a reading of the book. Do we have Rachel even in the live? Is Rachel, Serena, or Bella in the live right now? Rachel, Serena, or Bella? Are any of you guys in the live right now? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's switch it up. I want to dive into some magic talk. Is that okay with people in the live? If y'all are down with that, I also want to go over a book and read over a book and some practices that can be done for us to be able to even expand in our manifestations and expand in the manifestations of our so that we can see more growth coming for our lives. Okay, so if that's something you guys are interested in, drop a 1 in the comments down below. Drop a 1 in the comments down below if that's something you guys are interested in. If you guys want to go ahead and dive into how we can grow more magically strong. Now, I have this book that I found. Leland says, yes, please. We got Leland like, yes, sir. That's what we want. 100. Okay. Let's see now. We got anybody else? Anybody else want to expand? Come on, you guys. Where y'all at? Anybody else want to expand? Let me see y'all. I know it's late night, but let me see y'all. We got T. Khaled. What's up with your family? Okay. T. Khaled says 111. Let's get it. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you guys a question. Are y'all more interested in the book of Clauneck or a new book of Lilith? Now, for those of you guys who know me, y'all know my meditations that we've done with Lilith be lit. But like I said, we have a Clauneck one now. You know, so we have a few different books, some new books. I was looking for some new books for us to read on live. So, you all tell me, what say y'all more interested in, Lilith or Clauneck? You know, are we manifesting love or abundance? What's up with you, Denise? How you doing? I forgot. We also have The Rights of Lucifer. Damn, I forgot. We got a few good books. Hold on, let me share screen. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we have The Rights of Lucifer, which is this same book right here. This book is this book, The Rights of Lucifer. Great book. Power. If you're wanting power, then we should go with this one here. You know what I mean? We should definitely go with that, Rights of Lucifer. If you're wanting power, if you're wanting seduction, power and seduction and things like that, we should go with Lilith. And this has to do more so with succubus, incubi, seduction, pleasure, these type of things. It's going to be, and this is vampiric magic. Okay, so this has to do with vampiric energies as well. So, and if you guys want straight financial abundance and money, then we'll go with Clauneck. Okay, money magic, Clauneck money magic right here. This is a cool book that I saw. Okay, we also have Planetary Magic down here, which is also a great book. But you know, I don't know. I'd like to. I want to get a few books for us to be able to read and go over. There we go. Someone said you choose. All right. Well, if you guys want me to choose, you guys should know what I'm gonna choose. I'm going to choose. Clauneck money magic. Someone says, are our planet spirits vessels for the 7 devils? Well, if you're looking at it in the sense of like the Qliphoth, then yeah, I would say that, you know, because like when we look at the sphere of Mars, you know, this is where we find energies like Clauneck. You know, Clauneck will be connected to Mars, the day that we're supposed to, and that's against like a lot of other people's quote unquote popular beliefs in this modern world where people are saying Clauneck is supposed to be with Mercury, which I don't know where the fuck they got. I don't know where the fuck they got that shit from. Okay, you know, Lucifer is Venus, the morning star in Hebraic text. That's what they call him, the morning star. But when we look into like the Qliphoth, we find Lucifer, we find Bel, and we find Clauneck under the sphere of Mars. Okay, you know, even though like you said, Lucifer planetary wise, Lucifer is a Venus being. But even though, you know, like in different streams of magic, you'll have people that will use Lucifer as the element of air, you know, and they're give him yellow candles, and they're talk to him in the east, you know what I mean? And they see him more so as the light bearer, as a light energy or whatnot. So there's different masks to Lucifer and different ways of working with Lucifer. Ultimately, you know, Lucifer is a very expansive deity. Because like when we even think about something like Lucifer, we would see Lucifer, there's a masculine Lucifer and then there's a feminine Lucifer, because Lucifer would also be Aphrodite. You know what I mean? Like Lucifer is Venus, well that means that Lucifer is Aphrodite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of mask to the energy of Lucifer that comes with this right here. Okay, but let's go ahead and keep on moving though. So we got this Clauneck book I wanted to dive into, which is Amira Yasmin, Clauneck, Money Magic, a book of spells and rituals. Clauneck, Money Magic by Amira Yasmin. Copyrights 2023. Blah, blah, blah. Disclaimer. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, you talk about the Grimoire Verum. Because this is where the one place that we find Clauneck actually at. Now, if you guys know, you guys might have heard me talk about how Clauneck, we have Clauneck sigil, but really there really is no sigil of Clauneck. You'll find one in this book right here that they have, but really in the Grimoire Verum, you know, it tells that there is no sigil for Clauneck. Okay, it says that they don't really have one in the book. Matter of fact, I got a copy of the Grimoire. Hold on real quick. Let me grab my copy of the book. It's tore up. Okay. So, the Grimoire Verum, right? Mine is sorts of fucked up, been all around the world, a bunch of different countries with this book. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is a prime example right here. So we have the Grimoire Verum. This is the okay, let's start here. Okay, so this is page number 11. Before we read this Grimoire Verum, I think that this will bring a lot of context. It's page number 12. So now we have the grand sigils of Lucifer, the grand sigils of Bel or Beelzebub, and the grand sigils of Astaroth. Now, if we look under the grand sigils of Lucifer, who do we see right there? There's the sigil that people use for Clauneck, right? That's who we would see as Clauneck, this spirit right here. But this spirit right here is really Lucifer. This sigil right here is Lucifer's sigil. This isn't Clauneck. But every single practitioner and stuff are putting this sigil for Clauneck. Now, it is said that Clauneck is very close to Lucifer, and it's supposed to be like it's very much so loves Lucifer, and is close to Lucifer, so like you can summon Clauneck through summoning Lucifer first. You know, all these things are said, but where is this? What I want to present you guys is where it talks about in the book that Clauneck has, there is no sigil. Let me see if I can find this for y'all. Oh, would you look at that? Really? Hold on. Yeah, that's that same goddamn sigil. So there is no sigil for Clauneck. There's only sigils for Lucifer. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. 1 second. Let me just pull it up real quick for you. Let me find this page. Um, wow. Okay. Okay. I found something. All right. So this is another sigil that they try and use for Clauneck. All right. This one right here. Now we're gonna read this real quick. What it says about the spirit. This says this is Elantiel or Kaunta. He has power over riches. Here is his character. Okay, so they give us this spirit's character and they give us a seal for this spirit. So that spirit is a great spirit for money as well, but it's not Clauneck. Because Clauneck is mentioned here in this book also. But you can use the spirit for abundance and wealth. Let's see, where are you at? Um, oh, we should do those ones too. We should invoke these ones too. So what we'll probably end up doing first, you guys, is invoking the spirits of Lucifer, like the familiars that are with him as well. I'll say those words. Um, in a minute. First, I want to just look a little further and see if I can. Is it here? Where it, man? Um, we might have to just skip this part because I don't know where it's at in this book. It might mention it in this other book of Clauneck though, because I don't know where it's at in this book. Come around, dear French. Yeah, I don't know where it's at in the book. It says book 3. For love. Divination by Oreo. Yep, no, I ain't got it. All right, we're you guys can, if you have the Grimoire Verb, you can look that up. We're gonna go ahead and begin over here though. Let's go ahead and start with first. I want to read. You guys can repeat after me if you want to, but first I want to read the Conjuration of Lucifer, and then we're gonna go ahead and begin on this. So the Conjuration of Lucifer says, Lucifero, Uyar, Cameron, Alicion, Mandusin, Primi, Oriet, Nedras, Isomno, Esmoni, Ipari Nesson, Estiot, Dumosan, Danokar,
Cosmiel, Heras, Felbeltalorthon, Soldiron, Sordirno, Patham, come, Lucifer. Amen. Osurmi, Del Musan, Tal Silom, Karusihoa, Melani, Liaminto, Kolhan, Paran, Madion, Marley, Merloy, Bolurator, Danmio, Hon, Pelom, Iblis, Ibasil, Mian, Al Ali Drissektel, Alim Driktels, Person, Chrysoles, Chrysose, Liman, Celis, Nider, Noriel, Piunt, Halman, Asophiel, El Nostrian, Baniel, Vermias, Islever, Nolma, Dosamot, Lavala, Omot, Frangram, Beldor, Jagin, come, Lucifer, come. Okay. Now that we got that part done, I wonder if it's in some of these papers right here. I got all these papers out the book. So I really want you guys to see that where it shows Clauneck and it says, matter of fact, it might be right here. Yes, ha ha ha, I found it. See, that's why I knew we had to read them names, boy. Thank you, Lucifer. The light revealer. Lucifer will reveal things. I swear to God, Lucifer reveals things. Check this out. So, this page right here is where we find Clauneck. It's page 13. And it says, there are still other demons who are under Sirach the Duke. There are 8 others. Their names are as follows: Clauneck, Musicin, Bechuad, Fremost, Cliffpath, Kill, Morfildi, Cleisteret, Circade, Seagal, Hickpotith, Humots, Fruciser, Gulan, Sergat, Moriel, Frutim Mirror, Huik Tigaras. Shit. So we see the first one that's mentioned here is Clauneck. That's under the command of Sirach. Now, Sirach is supposed to be the chief demon that's directly under Lucifer. And it's supposed to be the one that is called on before you call on any other spirits or any other demons. You know what I mean? So now, if we look under here, under the name Clauneck, we see a whole bunch of sigils. See a whole bunch of sigils here. But look under Clauneck. Not given. There is no sigil of Clauneck. There is no sigil of Clauneck. We've already shown you, and you guys see that the sigils of Clauneck are really just the sigils of Lucifer. This is Lucifer's grand sigils. So in connecting with Clauneck, really, you know, we want to have our own personal sigils that we have for Clauneck, which we can get from Clauneck, which, you know, if I were you, I would use my own personal sigil for only myself. Okay? I would use my personal sigils and keep them in my grimoire for myself and my connections with Clauneck. You know, but ultimately these sigils that we're using,
they're really not Clauneck. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this book and see some magic that we can perform. Let's see some magic that we can perform at this time. Okay. Grimoire Verum was written by an unknown author, rumored that it was authored by Ali Bek, the Egyptian of Memphis. Even though the book appeared in the 18th century, it is said to have been written around the 1517. Sometimes it is referenced to Clauneck, the Goetic demon. Sometimes I see references to Clauneck, the Goetic demon, and every time I see this, I cringe. Clauneck has nothing to do with the Ars Goetia in the Lesser Keys of Solomon. Okay, you know what I mean? That's a fact. Clauneck, you're not going to find Clauneck anywhere in the Lesser Keys of Solomon, anywhere at all. Even though there may be a connection between the books, and the style of magic is similar, Clauneck does not appear in these books. There are spirits such as Astaroth that appear in the Grimoire Verum, as well as in the Ars Goetia. But like I said, Clauneck is not one of those spirits. This is very true. Since Grimoire Verum is one of the early high ceremonial magic grimoires that deal with the conjuration of demons and the process and rituals described involving the elaborate chain and preparations, and it may seem a bit different for a beginner. It may seem a bit different for a beginner. The ancient grimoires also have a very different approach when working with dark spirits that involves corrosion and a somewhat hostile relationship between the magician and the spirit. Luckily, people have mostly evolved from this unhealthy approach. You don't have to see the spirits as friends that you can, you don't have to see the spirits as friends that you can trust, but just because it was a business transaction with somebody you don't know, why be hostile and rude? You know, which I understand. You know, they in a lot of the old grimoires, you know, they are very much so like, Lord thy God, curse you, demon, and appear before me, give me gold. You know, like they were very much more so from a ancient Christianized way of thinking, forcing the spirits, things like that. Which I'm not going to really say is a negative thing, because I'm like, if they were saying this back in the day, maybe it's because that was what was working, you know. But you have a lot of practitioners today who aren't doing that, you know what I mean, who don't follow those sort of things, who more so make connections with these deities, make deals with these deities, and do all these things without happening to put themselves in a circle, without happening to use all these names of God, and I'll do all these type of things, you know. So I feel like that a lot of it is just probably like how you grew up, or cultural beliefs. Okay, let's see now. We got I want to point out that the earliest versions that appear of grimoires are so obscure and inherent that modern occultists usually go in at some point to untangle the information to make it coherent and understandable. As I have mentioned before, the earliest score of this text appears around 1800s, and were then edited by French and Italian occultists. I want to give a shout out to Joseph H. Peterson. He has edited and reworked several of the imported old grimoires, including Grimoire Verum. Without his additional explanations, I won't give. Without his explanations, I wouldn't have understood this grimoire. I had another version of GV by the unknown author, and it was extremely confusing. Okay, so, so she's saying to us right here that this person right here, Joseph H. Peterson, okay, that he's bringing commentaries that are very modern and very much to help you understand how to work the magic of the grimoire. You know what I mean? So, that might be somebody that's interested for us to look up and look into, is Joseph H. Peterson. You might want to write that down for some of you guys. Okay, they said somebody named GV was confusing as hell. They said GV itself gives very little information about Clauneck. What we do gather from it is, or the Grimoire Verum gives very little information about Clauneck. What we do gather is that Clauneck is one of the 18 demons working under the Duke Sirron. This is his description given in the Grimoire Verum. Clauneck has power over goods and riches and can help you find hidden treasures for those that make a pact with him. He can give great riches, being greatly loved by Lucifer, and it is he who makes him bring the money. Obey him, and he obeys. Okay? Now, obey him and he obeys. Clauneck will definitely tell us to do things, how to move, how to make money, the best things for us to do to be able to attract money into our lives. Clauneck will tell us these things, but we have to actually do them and utilize them to get the rewards that we're wanting at this time. The more that we listen to Clauneck, the more that Clauneck will obey, okay? We have to obey what we're being told to do, and Clauneck will obey when we're telling Clauneck to do the thing. Like let's say that we're saying, Clauneck, bring me $10,000, okay? And Clauneck says, okay, I'm gonna bring you $10,000, but you need to do this work for that way the money can come to you. You need to do this right here and advertise over here and upgrade your this or your that over here, so that way the money can flow in for you. So Clauneck is someone that I definitely would listen to. All right, check this out. So I want to retitle this live, everybody. I really do. So I'm going to reset the live. If you guys are watching me right now on YouTube or whatever platform you guys are watching on, I'm just going to reset it to just let it reset and come right back in, because we're going to title this live working with Clauneck, so that way people who are looking to know how to work better with Clauneck will be able to find this video. Okay, so we're just going to reset this real quick.